You know I gotta put BB in there.
Close your eyes as you envision someone sticking a needle into your arm. As you start to feel a stinging sensation running through your veins. As the liquid fills your body, your heart starts to race. Your chest begins to tighten. The room starts to dim until everything goes black. You have just experienced death by lethal injection. Today, I will be speaking briefly on the death penalty. Now, question. What is the death penalty? Where did it come from? Dictionary.com and Answer.com websites read: the meaning of the death penalty: the sentencing of a punishment executed by death, or capital punishment. The penalty of a death for the commission of a crime. Briefly, I will be discussing the history on this matter. In the 18th century BC, before the death of Christ, the death penalty was the first established law. This was also the time of King Hammurabi of Babylon. In these times, there were 25 different crimes that was punishable by death. Some of the methods used to carry out the death penalty included crucifixion. That's what they did Christ on the cross. Some others were drowning, beating to death, burning alive, and impalement. Under the Draconian Code in the 7th century BC, the death penalty was the only punishment for all crimes at that time. As the years passed, the law started to change. 11th century AD, the times of William the Conqueror, the death penalty could not be executed for any crime except in the time of war. Then in the 16th century, there were an estimated 72,000 people to be executed for crimes like cutting down trees, stealing, and robbing a rabbit warren. Then, in the 1722 century, there were a total of 222 crimes that was punishable by death. Dramatic changes within this system began to arise as we near the 19th century. New methods evolved. In 1834, Pennsylvania was the first state to move execution to a correctional facility. This system is one that is heavily used in our society today. In 1888, the first electric chair was built in New York City. The last time the electric chair was used was in 2008. That was on June 20th, 2008, when James Earl Reed was electrocuted in South Carolina. On a more current note, there are now 32 states in the U.S. In the U.S., including the United States, the United government and the military with the death penalty, and 14 states without. The federal death penalty can be enacted in any state or territory of the United States, even in the states that do not have the death penalty. There have been 3 federal executions that have taken place since 2001. And there is currently over 50 prisoners on federal justice. Now, I have talked briefly about the death penalty, its meaning, and its history. I've explained some of the laws, methods, and stated information. Based on these facts that I have explained to you today, I hope you all have a better understanding on why this matter is still so controversial.